happy birthday or unbirthday, depending on who you are. Anyway, Xtool is currently doing a birthday campaign on their website. People are submitting designs, and I thought I'd take a crack at it. I'm going to design a sign that you can put as a decorative piece that uses an LED strip to light up the back. All the light will shine through everything that's cut out in the wood, and it'll incorporate 3D printed objects so that you can add color to your project. If you don't have the YMCK attachment for your Xtool M2, you can use 3D printing to add color to your projects. So let's get to it. All right, here it is. I think this turned out fantastic, and it looks even better than I imagined it. It's fantastic. The best part is this sign in the front is interchangeable. You can cut out whatever sign you want and have it lit up. Another note, and I think this has more to do with the intricacies of this wood. It's very involved. When this cut out, there were a few spots that didn't cut all the way through. Leave a comment down below if you know what caused that. Now, I did update the DXF file. There were a few spots that I felt like were lacking in support. So I did make those changes, and I will make that available for the release of these files. A side note, when I was lining up this image over the wood, there was a problem. Now, the M2 is great. It has some great cameras. You just put your piece in there, you take a picture, you know where things are, so you can send it. The problem is, with the overview, it's slightly distorted. Now, you do have the option to get a closer view using the camera on the tool head itself. That helps. However, because of the dimensions that I defined in the file, I do not trust my own skill to perfectly center it over the piece I put in there. Now, the way I designed this, the width of it is the entire width of the piece of wood. The height is not the entire height, but the width is the entire width. Now, the original DXF file that I had exported has a border on the sides as well, so it has a complete border all the way around it. And if it is not completely centered, then we're going to see the laser cut the side and have the wood be too short to fit inside the frame that I designed. So, to fix this, I designed it so it only cuts the top and the bottom. The sides do not get cut. But to compensate for any human error that I introduce sending this, I am going to extend the cut slightly on each side. So instead of having the cut go to the entire defined dimensions of the wood, I'm going to go a little bit further, just so if there's any variance on either side, it's going to go a little bit further and still proceed to cut the wood from extremity to extremity. So those are some of the challenges that I ran into. The files that I upload, you're going to see varying names, and the reason why I do that is you might be cutting with a piece of wood that is much bigger than the pieces of wood that I use. I used 12 by 12 inch pieces of wood. So if your wood is bigger than mine, you can use the full border version and make sure it's centered, or if not, you're using the same size as mine, you just need to cut the top and the bottom. You don't have to worry about cutting the sides because it's obviously the width of the wood. Why would you need the side borders? Those are some things that I noticed, some things that I was working through, and I think it turned out great. If this is the type of project you want to work on, make sure to grab yourself an M2. I got a link down in the description. In the meantime, you want to see more? Like, subscribe, hit that bell, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. You might be asking yourself why I'm sitting here in a nice white shirt. Well, I'll tell you. It is so hot outside. I wanted to go back out in the garage to finish recording with the same shirt, but I had been sweating in that thing all day long. It's a new day. I'm not putting that thing back on again, and today is hotter than yesterday. It is an oven in there. I just can't do it. And so here I am in a nice white shirt that's not sweaty. You're welcome.
Neat.